Hello again, everyone. Hope you are well on this Saturday morning. It is February the 1st. Let's hope and pray that February is a little more quiet than January. Wow. January was heavy. It just felt heavy. Are we under attack, y'all? I think it's a fair question. I'll go into it. Stay tuned because I also have a terrific passage I will share with you that will definitely make you think. It's a good one. First, some good news. I saw where there were three more hostages released in the Middle East earlier today. One of them was an American. That's good news. That's good news. Let's hope and pray that they all are released. Or if they're not alive, that their remains will be released. It needs to happen ASAP. Also, real quick, Hakeem Jeffries needs to be held accountable. He really does, because I'm concerned, because if he's not, this is going to spiral into something really bad. When you go out there and you're an elected official and you call for fighting in the streets, no, that doesn't end well. And that's where we're heading. Something needs to happen with that. It really does. It truly does. Otherwise, we're going down a very dangerous path. I truly believe that. 2 plane crashes within 48 hours, y'all. And I know people can say coincidences and all that, but I don't know. I don't know. Now if we have a third, they say they come in threes, y'all, and they usually stuff usually does. But if we have a third in the next 24 to 48 hours, I'm already getting the vibes, the same vibes. They're similar, and they're not the same. Similar vibes as when that second plane went into the Twin Towers. You know what I mean? Y'all remember, most of you, if you're old enough. It's been years since I've flown in an airplane, y'all. It's been quite a while. I don't know if I have no desire to get on one, tell you the truth. I truly don't. I much prefer a long road trip, and I know you can say, well, Dawg, driving there's more dangers than that. Statistically, there probably is than flying, but I'm taking the road trip, personally. I don't care if it's cross country. Take enough time to where you get there, right? That's part of the trip. That's part of the experience in my book. But it's been years since I've been on one of them flying metal tubes, and I don't know if I'll ever get on one again. And for that matter, I don't know if I'll ever get back on a boat, on a cruise. I've taken 2 of them in my life, and I think that's enough. I'm good. I'm good with that. Just saying. It's difficult to know what to believe, y'all. This one that happened last night too, absolute tragedy as well. I hate that it included a pediatric patient. This does look like it was a jet, a smaller jet, not real small. This was a Learjet 55. It went down within 30 seconds of takeoff from Northeast Philadelphia. Looks like it really hit a very densely populated suburban area just outside Philadelphia, y'all. And that was horrific. I've seen, as many of you probably have by now, you've seen the little video clips related to it. And Miss Dawg and I were just watching a lot of it last night, just in awe, I think, with our bottom jaw dropped, like, what is going on? What is going on? The debris field was at least a quarter of a mile, if not a half a mile. I saw one little story where a piece of it was like a metal piece, I guess, from the debris, traveled over a quarter of a mile went through the window of a diner. This is at 6 p.m., dinner time. Went through several seats and hit a guy. I think they said it hit him in the head. And I mean, it sounded like he survived, but they say he was badly hurt. I guess so. I cannot imagine. Can you imagine? It's 6 p.m. on a Saturday, on a Friday evening, and you're just casually dining in your favorite place, and boom, a piece of debris from a Learjet slaps you upside the head. I think we're still in the twilight zone, y'all. We haven't climbed out of it yet. Again, if we have a third one, y'all, then there's no doubt in my mind. And I already have doubts. Are we under attack, or is this a coincidence? Fair question. I know you guys will weigh in on it. I look forward to the comments. I truly do. My question, and I've been doing some looking this morning earlier, and I haven't been able to find any information. Maybe it's too early. Information about casualties on the ground. If you've seen that, please chime in the comments. But I'm sure as time goes on, we will hopefully learn more. But from the way this looks in Philadelphia, the Philadelphia crash at least, from the debris field and the little video clips we were watching, it sounds like it hit a pretty crowded area. And I mean, there has to be casualties on the ground. I mean, there were fires, not just one or two fires. There's fires all over in a pretty wide area. And you got cars that were burnt to a crisp, buildings, restaurants, shopping. Looked like it was really close to a mall, like an outdoor mall. And it's Friday evening. People were around. How would they even know? I mean, if his dog was like, how do they identify? I don't know. They're saying it's a pretty grisly scene, as you can imagine. I'm sure. We were watching a lot of little clips last night, a lot of live coverage. The thing looked like a dang missile when it went down, y'all. From these little video clips, I mean, that thing went down. From what we can tell, it looked like it went down fast, like at the speed you would need to take off. So it did say within 30 seconds. So it has to get up to a good high speed to take off. But then it went down pretty much right away, I guess, to go down that fast, like a dang missile, y'all. That was my first reaction. And it looked like the thing was on fire as it was going down, from what we can tell from the video clips. Did it hit something? Did something hit it? Was a drone involved? Those are all questions that immediately pop into my brain. What brought this thing down so fast? And I know with airplanes, the two most vulnerable times are when they take off and when they land. But yeah, watching the videos, it's like, what in the heck is that, and what happened? Yeah. I think those are valid questions. We may never know. They're going to throw out theories, false theories, somewhere embedded in there when at some point we will hear some truth, maybe. But we really have to take it all with a grain of salt, don't we? What we do know is that it was a terrible thing, a grisly scene, a terrible tragedy. We need to keep praying. We need to be careful. I keep saying that. I know. It feels like things have taken a shift. Even in January, if you think about it. Think about it. Think about the things that have happened. We had the terror attacks in New Orleans and Las Vegas. So much has happened, and it's easy to just forget about that, isn't it? It's like, oh yeah, that happened not long ago. So you had those attacks, among other little things that you don't hardly even hear about. Then you have the DC crash and the Philadelphia crash, really close together, y'all. There's a lot of concern that we could still see a widespread, very concentrated, or very widespread coordinated terror attack still, with so many characters that have flowed through the country in the last 4 years. That's one reason I'm so glad to see this effort by ICE, by the administration, to target the criminal element first, as far as the folks who are here against the law. Still, I think we are in great danger on that. By the way, I saw some footage where, man, they're making huge progress on that wall and really reinforcing it. I mean, they put the resource, looks like they're putting the resources that should have been put long ago to really rebuild the thing, reinforce it. I mean, dang, dig a moat around that thing. Anyway, but it feels like things have taken a shift for sure, y'all. Not a good one. Just a weird feeling shift. I don't know how to describe it. We need to be careful. We need to be on alert. It feels like people are on the edge a bit. It's not going to stop us. We're going to go about our business. Go about your business. I know there was a good comment in yesterday's video, one of my videos yesterday, that said that every time we step out of the home, we need to be on red alert. Do your things, but be on red alert and have our heads on a swivel. Head on a swivel, yes, definitely. Be alert, be aware. It's okay to be suspicious. It really is. Don't hole up in your place and not come out and be afraid. No. Do the opposite. Go do your things. Try to have somebody with you so you have an extra set of eyes. A lot of things have happened in here right together. So it raises the hair on my back. It really does. It really does. Be alert when we're out there, folks. I mean, really. A lot's going on, and it'll be interesting. And like I said yesterday, be on guard. Let's use our discernment. Be on guard for a lot of just wild stuff to be thrown out there. People latch on to it. We really have to take it with a grain of salt, man. A bag of salt. What you hear, even no matter what the source is, whether it's the huge mega channels, cable, social media, just think critically about it. But above all is keep your preparations up, y'all. Let's keep your preparations. Do not be complacent on that. Keep preparing. Keep stacking. Let's keep up our activity. Let's keep practicing. Keep training regularly. Let's keep moving physically. Let's keep our bodies moving. I mean, we should be doing that no matter what's going on. And Miss Dawg and I are trying to do that more. And I know with spring coming, we definitely are a lot more active. We're definitely a lot more active physically in spring and summer, especially when we get outside more. But I mean, it's supposed to get up in the 60s today. It's sunshine. I can deal with that. I can deal with that. We're supposed to be in the 60s and 70s all next week here. So I can deal with that. I'm good with that. I'm going to go do a passage here in a moment. If you're still with me, I appreciate it. All right. Read through the comments on my last two videos yesterday. Awesome video. Awesome. Yeah, awesome videos. Awesome comments. Some are just entertaining. I'm going to describe it that way. Some of them are just straight up entertaining. I left them too. I didn't. Just look through them, y'all. It's pretty. It's entertaining, but very good. A lot of them are just very good too. A lot of wise things in there too. Okay, we're in. Where am I? 1 Peter. 1 Peter chapter 5. 1 Peter chapter 5, around the verse 6, 7 area. God opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble. Humble yourselves, therefore, under God's mighty hand, that he may lift you up in due time. Cast all your anxiety on him, because he cares for you. Be self-controlled and alert. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. Resist him, standing firm in the faith, because you know that your brothers throughout the world are undergoing the same kind of sufferings. Amen. It's just wild how you can read a passage and just instantly relate it to modern day times. Isn't it? Isn't it something? Yeah, there's a reason for that. Verse 7 in particular, if you didn't hear any of that, hear verse 7, cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. That's truth. That's truth. After witnessing things, especially in January, people have a lot of anxiety. Give it all to him. Give it all to him. Share your thoughts. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you don't, I guess you can move on. Okay. Anyway, let's be safe out there. We're into a weekend. Be careful. God bless y'all. I'll see you soon.